What's going on, guys? Hey, I'm making this video because, like, today, a lot of people in Discord, they've been given, I guess, just because somebody else makes a video and says, like, they forgive somebody, because if you listen to Thunder's video, he literally says, like, he gets a lot of, I can't remember the word he used, but like pushback from, like, forgiving. But just because, you agree with people on other things doesn't mean you agree with that. So, I mean, I've told you guys this, but I mean, I'll say it publicly. That way nobody thinks I'm just saying it and, doing one thing. Do I think Roy deserved credit for taking that down? I mean, he did take it down. You could say Roy took it down, but does he deserve credit? Fuck no. Roy didn't do the right thing. If Roy would have done the right thing, Roy, as soon as Reese would have said that shit, Roy would have immediately been like, dude, what are you doing? I mean, like, if right now, if I had a fucking StreamYard panel and somebody on my panel came up talking about Roy, Reese, Cherry, Hector, anything, and they were like saying shit that I had no idea, you know what I'm saying, I've never heard before, and it was like, calling them a thief or saying this and that, not only would I be curious to want to know the truth, I would ask them, like, damn, where'd you hear that at? And if they said something like, see, Reese, I knew exactly where Reese got that at, because Reese has tripled down today. Reese has put 3 posts out already daring Thunder. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Reese is an idiot. But as soon as he would have said Cherry, I would have been like, dude, don't be saying that shit, because the fucking credibility there. But again, Roy didn't say nothing. Roy, gets up, jokingly says, kind of, jokingly, like he's going to the restroom, don't slander nobody how he's going. Reese did it the whole time. Reese said the whole thing again, kept on going. Roy didn't take it down. Roy, if he really cared about that, all Roy cared about was himself again in that. Roy didn't want to get, I'm thinking he was thinking more of a strike than a lawsuit, because he could always go back to say, like, oh, Reese said it, here, I'll take it down, and that would end it. But a strike, for false information, he knows how that shit goes. And we know Roy doesn't, on his channel, he won't do shit on his channel that he would do on other channels. Look at on Necro's, Tracy's, he don't care to go up there and say all kinds of shit, yell, scream, cuss. He don't care to do that. Then, he'll even ask them to private it, and they think he's trying to take care of them. Fucking idiots. But no, Roy, I'm telling you, like I said, if Roy really gave a fuck and had any decency in him, he would have immediately caught that. He would have took it. He wouldn't have to been asked. Nobody has to be asked to do the right thing. I mean, should you give him credit? Like I said, I've said he did, he took it down. But the reason he done it. See, go back, anybody on Discord to send me that. Go back to my video either yesterday or the day before when I said something like, when somebody shows you who they are, you better fucking believe it, right? Because again, Roy, he took down the lounge, and I know that's what a lot of people saying, like, it's kind of a, it wasn't, I don't, that's what I'm saying. People, Thunder's got his channel, he can say what he wants, he's, just like I can on mine. But again, I'm not giving people fucking credit, because what happens is, when you keep letting people back around in the stuff you say, that kind of gives other people that's kind of on the fringes, that gives them a reason to go back over there and be like, oh yeah, well, you guys said it, yeah, Roy done the right thing. Because you all pointed out some comments. I ain't seen all the comments. I did see Tammy's, and I get it. And that's, okay, see, Tammy, that's another one. Remember when Reese first went over in the Eli community? When he done that, Reese had put up a terrible video, and he had shared it, because see, Reese always thinks if he doesn't put it up, he just shares it, or someone else says it and he just says it, that he's not he's not going to be held accountable for that, because hey, I didn't make the video, I just shared it, or I didn't tell the lie, that was Cherry. But Reese, you're the one fucking spreading it. But anyway, he put up that video about Tammy, and they kind of, like Tammy and J-Rom, especially J-Rom, he went at him a little bit, and Reese took the video down. So they didn't know Reese. They was thinking Reese, and everybody was kind of, I'll never forget that day in that chat. Everybody was kind of praising Reese, and I was telling him, I know Flex had told him, I'm like, dude, he'll fuck you again. And I get it. See, they didn't know Reese. They didn't know us. They didn't know us that well. So, I mean, of course, they're going to, like, you can't expect somebody just because you don't like them or you know what they are. Some people got to learn for themselves. So what happened was, within, they forgave him, and within 2 fucking days at the most, it might have been the next day, within 2 days, though, Reese fucks him over again. That's when he gets J-Rom to come up on the goddamn panel, and, J-Rom's trying to be the bigger man. J-Rom kind of, apologizes for some of the shit he said, because, see, J-Rom had said some shit. That's because he seen how hurt Tammy was. When J-Rom seen how hurt Tammy was over the shit Reese had done, he was pissed. Hell, everybody, it was terrible. But what Reese done was he got that apology, then he kind of started talking shit, then he threw J-Rom off the panel and just fucking bashed J-Rom. I mean, just said all kinds of shit. So they seen what Reese is, and now you see what they think about Reese. But again, Roy, it's no secret. Roy, if he's fucked everybody over, he gets worse and worse. And again, I got to bring up Torps. He's got a point. How many times is people going to fuck you over before you realize that giving them chances or even little compliments is going to, it gets them off the hook, and it lets them do worse and worse shit. We seen Roy go from talking to people, talking about people, to, so, think about Roy's panel. Roy has let Reese, he's let Cherry, he's let Hector. Look at me. Hector literally come out and said that Jaded was a drug addict and Jaded stole from, I can't remember, my family or my wife's family, so I don't know. But he said something like that. Well, of course, it was 100% bullshit. But Hector said that when Hector first said that, and I got all this, Hector said that he had spoke to somebody that knew me in real life. So when I called it out, it was bullshit, then when he found out Blaze was full of shit, Hector didn't come to apologize. He didn't put up nothing and being like, oh yeah, he just said, oh, okay, it wasn't me, Blaze told me. And Hector just thinks that's an out. But then what Hector said was he himself spoke to somebody. Now, I get it, because if I seen somebody like, oh, Hector's this good guy, I'd be, or like Hector did the right thing here. No, he didn't. And again, if Roy would have done the right thing, it needs to be called out. Because again, anybody can, just because, I know what Roy is, and I would never fuck with him again. I mean, I was over Roy for a long time, and I admit this. I gave him chances when I shouldn't have fucking done it. I knew he would fuck people over. I knew he was a bad dude. I knew he didn't give a fuck about no one but himself. And because other people would kind of forgive him, I'd be like, oh, okay. And I would and it was never I said me and him, or I'd always, because even at one time when Roy was up on the panel, you can go on Flexes and see this. long time ago, when he was talking about that phone call one time, and he said something like, oh, so you're going to believe Flex and Thunder with me? And I said, yeah. And it wasn't because I, at that time didn't know. I just know they've never lied, but Roy, he'll do anything underhanded. If Roy is mad at you, he will let Cherry, Hector, Reese up on that panel and defame, slander the fuck out of you. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care. The only reason Roy done that and tucked that down, Roy was afraid of a strike, I would say, first off. Second off, it was, like a lawsuit or something. Or, just the, it'd be more like the strike, figuring it's going to be a strike, or maybe he just didn't want to deal with it. Because, Roy could always go with the thing like, oh, I didn't say it, reset it, and as soon as, I took it down. So now, not only did Roy let it happen and already let, people see it, he left it up there, he didn't take it down until, see, it wasn't Thunder's email that got Roy. I guarantee it, because see, when he first happened, see what it was, Flex mentioned it on the lounge, something about that. Then Roy's like, oh yeah, I'm ahead of you. What it was, Roy heard it and he thought, oh shit, because he knew either somebody was going to strike him, something was going to happen, he hadn't even got it. And he was, he took it out or took it down. I don't know if the video's down, I don't know if he edited, he said he was going to edit it out, I don't know. But the point of it is, he didn't do it. He didn't do it out of the kindness of his heart, or to be like, oh, it's the right thing to do. He did it to save his own ass. He don't give a fuck about nobody. I know a lot of people have said, it's kind of like, Flex is, because what happened to Flex by, just saying, something like that tiny, then it's like, give him credit. And I get it. I get what you guys are saying 100%. Because, again, I was like, I've always said that. And, again, just because you're, you can, agree with people on a lot of stuff and not agree with some of the things. Because, Thunder even said, go back to his video, he literally said that, he gets a lot of pushback. Again, I can't remember the words he used, for that kind of view. And that's the thing, he's got every right to do that. But, see, I'm at the kind of, I'm on a different side of that. I'm at the side of, I've seen Roy over, and again, just like Torp says, how many times you going to let people back around and fuck you before you learn? Because at some point, it becomes, if you keep letting people back around and you keep giving them passes, or even if you just say that one thing and it lets people go back around and say, yeah, but now Roy's doing the right thing, he's back to doing good, then he does something even worse. At some point in time, it's not just Roy's fault, it's the people's fault who lets them back around. If you keep letting people fuck you over, that's your fault too. But again, people can forgive people for the shit they do to them or whatever, but again, there is zero chance that I think Roy done that to do the right thing. Because again, And no, I'm not going to yell and cuss this guy. It's handicapped. So see, I'm a halfway decent dude. I almost got his ass, but I seen the tag, and I'm gonna let him keep on driving. Go as slow as you fucking want. I ain't got nowhere to go. No, I'm kidding. I ain't fucking with him. Leave me alone. But what I'm saying is, nowhere did Roy do that. This is my opinion. So everybody on Discord, think about this. And I get it. Like I said, I told y'all, I get it. And what I told you all on Discord, and and I said I was going to bring it up in a video, so that way I wasn't like, you wouldn't think I'm saying this behind the scenes. And I've told you guys, what I say on anywhere, publicly, privately, I keep that same opinion. I wouldn't tell you guys something on, privately, then come out and make a video and just kind of, oh yeah, and have a different stance and just try to make it look that way and try to tell you guys. I mean, if I agree with something, I agree. If I don't, I don't. I mean, I ain't going to act like it. I mean, nobody influences my goddamn opinions. I guarantee you that. I mean, I knew what Roy was. I knew about 2 different times before that it was going too far. I knew what was going to happen. And it's not just Roy. There's other people that still, a lot of you guys, speaking of Discord, you guys, a lot of people know who I'm talking about because you all have sent me the clips of the shit I'm talking about. You know the people I'm talking about. The people who goes around, they don't give a fuck about no one but themselves, and people let them around and even sometimes take up for them over people that the person was taking up for, like other people. And some of y'all know what I'm talking about there. I ain't getting into that, but I mean, again, if somebody's like calling somebody out for something they're saying, it does, even if they do it in a little kind of a wrong way, you should still let them hear. I mean, because at some point in time, people's going to stop fucking supporting people. They're going to stop supporting people if they stand up for somebody and they get like made look out to be the bad person when the fucking person they was going at's the one talking all this shit. Then people's going to be like, why the fuck am I doing this? I'm just not going to say nothing. So you end up, the good people end up, saying fuck you, like, why am I staying here? Then the people who fuck you over, and you've seen it many times, god damn, that was a close one. I should have cussed this motherfucker a long time ago. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. The people that, what the fuck's going on over there? I thought the Christmas lights was over there. What are they all doing with flashlights and kids? What the fuck? What? See, I should have cussed this person. Go means go, motherfucker. Now, Hector, if you see this, that wasn't a squirrel moment. That was an almost, oh, fuck moment. That's when I should have, that's what I'm saying. See, I try to do the right thing, and I try to cuss somebody. I could have yelled, screamed, try to win around this guy, but I was trying to do the right thing because of you guys. I got fucked again. But anyway, my point is, if people try to take up for you, and they're taking up for you, and you take up, you kind of speak out against the person that's taking up for you and takes the side of the person that's literally fucking you over, that person, they're probably not going to keep doing that. You'll be left with the person that's fucking you over, and the person that tried to help you is going to be like, fuck, why am I doing it? I mean, no one's going to keep trying to help people out and do the right thing if they keep getting called out for it and used as a, to try to build, I don't know. Like I said, some stuff you see, you just can't fucking believe, and maybe, maybe people say it, they don't know why they do it, but I don't know. Again, we got to get, you got to stop giving people passes. You got to stop. I mean, it's all right once or twice. I mean, it's courting. It is. It's a courting. See, another thing, some people says there's stuff you can't come back from, and there is. Taking down the lounge, there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. And even anything he does past this point, that doesn't make it no better. He took down the goddamn lounge. He didn't give a fuck about Flex. He literally admitted he acted like Flex's friend for 3 months. And did that to him, then went out by saying, oh, our friendship's been over for months. It's been over for months. I don't know. I mean, he just, again, showed you who he was. Watch, if that video's up now, go watch it. He lets Reese up there. Reese has been slandering all of us. He's called us all racist. He's called us all terrible people. You've seen the people Reese has been messing with. You've seen all that shit. And it doesn't even fucking, I don't know. Roy still lets him up there. He's seen the shit Cherry done. Roy still lets him up there. Tracy, Serb, and Jen, they sat all day on a panel slandering the fuck out of us, calling us liars. A normal human being, like somebody new to something, when they come somewhere, right? And if somebody saying like, oh, these people are liars, these people are that, and they hear the other side saying it, they might ask those people like, hey, what are they lying about? No one ever does it. They don't give a fuck. It's like, now, the truth doesn't matter to some people. It matters if you don't like the same person, or if you're like, you know, arguing with somebody, you'll, you know, lie. You don't matter. That's like what Roy's doing. He didn't give a fuck what Reese said. If nobody would have pushed back, that shit would have still been up there. And matter of fact, if like Reese, like I said, Reese ain't fucking worried. I mean, he's put 3 things out, literally saying like, let's do it. You know, he's ready to go to court. Reese, you're a fucking idiot, dude. I mean, you're up there. I don't know if in his mind he thinks, because I knew this last night before he ever said that. I even said that. I knew he got it from Cherry. I knew he had got that, because I've got that somewhere. I've got where Cherry had said it on Cherry's channel one day. He's probably said it other places, but I seen him say it on his channel. Then he made a community post about it, saying that shit about Thunder. So that means Reese sees all that shit, anything people puts up. So when Cherry done that, Reese seen it at that time, and he holds off all this time, and now because he's mad at Thunder, he throws it out there. But again, Roy knew better. Roy didn't stop him. Roy didn't even question him. Roy was just like, hey, just don't do that. Don't get him in trouble. He don't give a fuck what Reese was saying. It's like, hey, don't slander nobody while I'm going to the bed. The whole time, Reese was slandering the fuck out of Thunder. Roy didn't give a fuck. He didn't come back and say like, dude, I fucking told you, what are you doing? Don't be lying on people, goddamn. Now I gotta, private this stream. Now he didn't do that. Now he might have said something to Reese, today or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he will end up saying something like, dude, you got to stop that. I had to private my video. I had to like cut that out or private it or whatever. And it won't be because he gives a fuck what Reese said about Thunder. It would be because, it's costing Roy, I guess, what, 17 cents or something? I don't know, a video. But again, when people show you who they are, believe them. Stop giving people fucking passes. That's how these people get right back in there. The people who run around saying all this shit and go to both sides and act like, they're not in the drama, they just do this and that, they keep it going. They're the ones that people would call them out, the drama would end. If people kept doing shit, you can't give, when someone does a terrible, 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 terrible fucking thing and kept doing shit. I mean, hell, look at the shit Roy's been doing. Roy literally did a video the other day saying, oh, they have no content without me. They have no content. All they do is use my content. Without me, they have nothing. Then Roy does a fucking thing, restreaming Thunders. And Roy can say, well, that's because they were talking about me. Well, Roy, we were talking about you because you was talking about us, you dumb fuck. It's a circle. See what I'm saying? It's a never-ending fucking circle. It's going to keep going around. And the reason it goes around is nobody calls out the bullshit. Then when people do, it's like I said, Roy taking down the lounge and all the other shit he's done, about letting Cherry up there, about letting Hector up there say that shit about me, about sitting on panels and laughing, saying all kinds of shit about people. I mean, fuck Roy's. Thunder's paying off Flex. Thunder's paying. I mean, goddamn. Then if Roy wasn't mad at Thunder, why are you worried about Thunder's money? Then the fucking week after that, oh, Thunder's paying off Flex. He's bought the lounge. Roy is out for Roy. It's all he fucking cares about. That's it. So all that shit Roy done by him taking, editing a video or taking that out, he didn't do it for fucking, like I said, he didn't do that, like, oh, that's the right thing to do. He done it to cover his own ass. What he done does not cover all that. And again, if you all watch Thunder's video, he wasn't saying that. He gave him credit for that one incident. And again, I don't even give him credit for that. He did take it down. I said, yeah, you got to give him that. He did take it down. But I know why he took it down. I mean, everybody can have their own opinion on that. But everybody that knows anything about Roy and has seen anything about him for the last couple of years, or hell, even the last 6 months, you know why the motherfucker done it. You know why he done it. He done it. He wanted to distance himself from that. He was thinking of a strike, or he was thinking about a lawsuit. Because again, you got to remember, when Roy's up on Cherry's, Hector's, sometimes on Reese, but Tracy's, anywhere he goes, Necros, he doesn't give a fuck what people say about people. He never pushes back, even if he considered that person a friend or not a friend. I mean, if I heard someone, saying Cherry was like stealing shit and he was doing all this, and it was on my stream especially, but even anywhere, if he was and like putting me in it, I would be like, I would have to question, like, oh, how do you know this? Why would you say? Then if they were like, oh, so-and-so told me, and the person that said it was a fucking idiot, I'd be like, oh, man, you shouldn't be saying that shit then. I didn't what Roy done. He's never came out and said, oh, what Reese said. He just said, I don't know nothing about that, and I don't want to get involved. He doesn't want to get involved because he don't know nothing about it. He didn't say like, oh shit, yeah, I seen him do that, man. Yeah, that's bullshit. He shouldn't have done that to you. Yeah, Reese is a piece of shit. I won't bring him back on my panel no more. Dude, look how happy he was when Reese popped up the other day. Reese! I mean, goddamn, Roy. Give it up, buddy. But again, all y'all on Discord, like I said, I wasn't just saying, you know, no way, don't ever think that I'm like, if I ever say, I stick to what I fucking say. And little things people do, that doesn't get a pass. And people who like, you know, do the other shit, I've said that, I've told you guys that. I'm done with those people. And I mean it. And like you all said, you've never seen me back around. A lot of people said, you know, that at least when I say shit, I do it. And that's why I made this video. Again, that's Thunder's channel. Thunder can have his own opinion all he wants to, but you know, when it, like, people start asking me about it, I've got, you know, you got to come out and say it. I mean, no, I don't think Roy done that. I mean, he didn't do it at all. That's me saying it. You can clip it. My opinion was Roy, well, hell, you all know that. You see what he done. Anyway, anybody that, I don't know, thinks Roy's even, I don't know, they can go fuck themselves. Because Roy's for Roy. A lot of people's like that. You know, the people who does that shit, they'll literally tell you, I'm here for me. I'm here for me. I don't care about nobody else. I don't care about nobody else. Several people said that, and then people still come around and try to get what they can get from other people. But then they either, you know, get what they need, like Roy, you know, like he finally gets his stuff going now. He don't care. But again, all them people can go fuck themselves to think that Roy's this fucking great person. And again, guys, and just, you know, y'all know who I'm talking to. All y'all. There was a lot of y'all. So I mean, I'm just saying, I literally, I've told you, and you can go look at the comment. I literally said, I'll, you know, say that I didn't think Roy, and I'm saying it right here in the open. No, I do not think Roy done that at the kindness of his heart. Roy didn't do that to do the right thing. Roy done it to protect Roy like Roy always does. Roy only cares about Roy, and Jada don't give a fuck about Roy. So y'all have a good one. Happy Idiots Day. Hey Dylan, I'm gonna need a new holiday every fucking day in my comments, because if you don't, I'll see your ass in court. And Bob the Goose is my attorney. Jaded out.